Hello, I'm Aaron Boyd. This is my lovely friend Patrick Metter.
Moving on.
Okay.
I was gonna say that,
Oh,
but no.
I'm Dylan Claypool. Nice to meet you.
Shad's a nerd.
I just got a text.
Yeah, he did.
Hell yeah. Starting out 2018 right.
Yeah. Trump Stump Claypool, Mr. I want to be difficult
Yeah.
and ruin things.
Always got to be difficult. It's my shtick.
Oh, I'm keeping that one.
Please put your stick away.
Anyway, we're going to be talking
Or
about...
leave it out. Yeah.
That works too. Okay, we're going to be talking about 2017 in review. I believe I've put together a list, and so has Shad.
Remember that time that I told you I was getting a list together and then I didn't?
Did you not get a list
I
together?
totally
It's just all the
didn't.
people
It's
who
just
turned
you.
out to diddle people this year.
I mean...
I was totally going to, and then like the past 2 days I've been dealing with my truck not starting. So
Oh, yeah.
I had to get it. I finally got it jumped, and then I ran into Logan Sport.
Did you tell Caleb that your truck wasn't starting? Because I feel like he would have fixed it for you.
I didn't.
So you started your truck and then you decided to run
Yes.
instead of drive.
I was actually going to go there until Patrick interrupted. And I was going to be like, yes, I ran all the way there. 10
Real
miles.
clever. Real clever.
Wow.
can
I
barely
don't even
walk
know
to
if
the
I want to
fridge.
use my list, because it'll just be shat upon, because I'm trying to do something here with my friends, trying to make something.
I don't think. I think
So let's go back to square one,
we've
where your
never
first
once
mistake
ever
was. That was
been
it.
mean to anybody else when expressing honest opinions.
Kill yourself. Oh. Is that how we're... Oh.
Yeah, that's how this works.
Okay.
Start the new year right.
With Shad being a big
Start
old
spreading the news.
Bum, ba, bum,
I'm
ba, bum.
killing myself.
There you go. See, he's got it.
You're all a great big part of it.
Suicide.
So, first thing, what did favorite movies of this year, my dudes? What do you guys think?
The Last Jedi.
That was a good one.
Split.
No, it wasn't.
Did Split come out this year?
Split was
Split
this
was
year.
Yeah.
this year.
Split
Split
was
was
Then, yeah,
really
that's
good.
Yeah,
probably my number
hands
one.
down.
Slightly closer, just
That was a good one.
Hands down Split. James
'cause
McAvoy,
it's
if you're
not-
listening, you deserve that Oscar.
What, we went to like a movie every other weekend at the beginning of the year, and I can't remember all of them.
Well,
Life,
I'm
we went
gonna-
to see Life.
I'm gonna
We
put it
did.
on
Life,
the
we went and
list.
saw Logan.
Logan
Was a
good.
fantastic movie.
Yeah, I loved Baby Wolverine.
And also Old Wolverine.
Considering I
Yeah.
can barely remember last week, let alone February
What-
of this
What did
year.
we do earlier today? That's the better question.
Well,
I don't remember
my
if
truck didn't start,
Well, let's
and I had to
see,
go get a
there was-
battery.
There,
And I came here,
Yeah,
and my
with-
life was over.
with movies that came out this year, there was Star Wars: The Last Jedi, Justice League, a failure, Thor: Ragnarok, labeled
Wonderful
as a comedy.
movie.
I didn't see
It's
that.
labeled as a comedy.
It was a lot more lighthearted
was-
than
yeah.
previous. Ragnarok
Nice.
was fantastic.
I know.
Wonder
from work.
Woman was also really good.
Yeah,
I really
That
I've
was
seen
good.
I love Wonder
Still
The
have not
Disaster
seen it.
Artist that I haven't seen yet.
Oh
I'm
my god,
obsessed
I
with.
want to see it.
Spider-Man: Homecoming, which was a
It
was
That was pretty
surprisingly
good.
It's
I
alright.
haven't seen
New
it.
Spoder Malone was pretty okay.
yeah. There was Wonder, which I saw. It was about the kid with the messed up face.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
Owen Wilson's son who had the astronaut thing.
Oh, is
It
that
was
like
like a heartwarming deal.
Hmm.
It was pretty neat.
We have that book
Dunkirk
at the
came
library.
out. That was a good movie. I saw it once. Now I'll never see it again.
Derncook.
Baby Driver.
Hey,
That's
that was
probably
a
my
good one.
favorite.
I haven't
That
seen
was
that
pretty
yet. Oh,
cool.
Get Out.
Yeah. Oh man, Get Out was this year.
So many good.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That feels like it was last year.
Oh man,
Like,
this
It's
feels
because
all
it was
of
like
these-
almost a year ago when we went to see him. you know,
Yeah.
like,
The Abomination known as Despicable Me 3 came out.
Ugh.
I
Did
haven't
you see
seen
it?
that yet.
No.
I haven't seen
Did
the first
anyone
two.
here
Are you
see
kidding
it?
me?
Those minions
Guardians
are,
of the
are
Galaxy Volume
cancer.
2 was pretty good.
Minions.
Wow.
are
Guardians of the
cancer.
Galaxy Volume 2 was a
Kurt Russell.
quality movie.
Blade Runner 2049.
Haven't seen that.
War for the Planet of the Apes. Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest. That had a roll credits not 30 seconds into the movie.
Wait,
Yeah.
Dead Man, wasn't that the second one?
No, Dead
This
Man's
was
Chest.
the one with the
Yeah.
dude who always
Is
makes
that
me
Dead
think
Men
Jeffrey
Tell
Dead
No
Man
Tales?
Okay,
Sorry,
yeah, I was
all I
gonna
see
say.
is Pirates of the Caribbean
It's like the
dead.
Spaniard
Ah.
dude.
Yeah.
Did they actually have to roll credits 36 in the movie?
No, but like a roll credits is like when the movie is called like Alien Covenant, and we were like, wow, look at this Alien Covenant, and then
Yeah.
like
We saw
roll
that.
credits.
Oh,
It's
and
like,
we're
oh,
like,
they fit the title. Yeah, they fit
We
the
saw-
title and roll credits. What are we, some kind of Suicide Squad? And then
working in.
da da da.
Dark Tower came out. The Mummy, Tom Cruise.
Oh, that was god awful. That was
How
So
dare
bad.
you?
Glad
It
I didn't
came
waste
out.
money.
Just-
Lego Batman movie.
Oh man,
That
Batman
was a
movie.
quality
It's probably
movie.
my
I
favorite
was
Batman movie that's
I was
ever been done.
I was
It was alright.
impressed.
It was real good. I loved it.
It was a lot better than I
Wasn't
thought.
it the
Yeah.
three of us somewhere?
Yeah, the
Super-
three of us. Yeah.
super
Oh,
homoerotic.
yeah.
It was good.
3 old fat guys in a room filled with soccer moms.
I mean,
and
I'm kind of
4-year-olds.
young, but I'm the least attractive.
So you guys were like, was Shad your kid, and you guys were like the fat moms for him?
No.
Why can't I be the fat mom?
What else?
Have you seen how hairy I am? There's no way I
John
could be a
Wick
mom.
Chapter 2.
Just call me daddy.
Exactly.
Oh, the Emoji Movie. Pinnacle of human creation right
we
there.
showed that at the library.
Oh, you did?
And I felt real sad
You
about
did.
it.
Oh, The Greatest Showman, which...
That was good.
I-
Good music. Great performance.
That's in theaters now?
You need to
Yeah.
watch that.
I really
Patrick.
want
It
to see
looks-
so much.
it
It
looks
looks so
The
good.
bearded
There's a scene
lady.
with so much heavy drinking.
It looks
the bearded
really
lady
good.
is
Bearded
spectacular.
lady's got the soul that makes
Patch.
me happy.
Apparently,
Yeah.
this movie's like 7
Hey.
years in the making.
Really?
What, Greatest
Wow.
Showman?
Yeah, I had no idea.
I mean, the
I-
plot is super thin, like hardly existent at all, but the performing and the music
Yeah.
is.
That's the
So
only
good.
reason.
I was gonna
anyone's watch
say-
it.
I mean, it's a
That-
musical.
It's got some funny CGI, which I enjoyed.
If someone wanted a good plot and good music, they'd watch like Les Miserables or
Phantom.
Cats.
See, look,
Cats is
Mr.
actually
Bird
surprisingly
hates
deep.
that movie. I don't know why.
Mis?
Yeah, she absolutely hates
I
it.
think
I wasn't a
knew that.
fan.
Yeah, that's fair.
What, Les Mis?
I didn't like the movie. I like
Mostly because when did that
stage
come out?
production's better.
2013,
12.
12.
It was 2012.
So our
Yeah.
entire freshman year
6
was
years ago.
built up of me getting to know Tristan and Era, and then them. All they could talk about was Les Mis, and I'm just like, I just want friends.
Les Mis is good.
I don't want to talk about this. And then I
Baby,
saw it once, and I
look at
really
us
like it.
now.
What?
Still talking about Les Mis.
What about Cure for Wellness? Was that this year?
Yeah, I believe so.
It's a weird movie.
Boy,
It was a real movie.
I hated that movie.
I thought it was good, but I
Cure for Wellness?
I thought they should have cut the movie. Like they could have cut probably about 30 minutes of it out and made it a better movie.
What even happened
was-
at the end?
Yeah,
I mean,
it
I'm
was-
not even gonna lie. When we were watching that, like, I was dozing in and out.
We
there
saw.
There were about 3 separate parts
But,
of the movie
like-
towards the end where they could have like just cut it off and it would have been a way better ending than what they actually
It just seemed
did.
like they were trying to fit too much into one movie.
There was also a lot in between that I hated, and I just didn't enjoy the movie.
Like the beginning, the end, the middle was
I
awful.
like that scene where they cut the cow open
Yeah.
and all the eels just like,
Yeah.
and you're like,
That was my favorite part.
After seeing it and then watching somebody explain it, and then like seeing that, and then I did watch it again after that, and I was just like, okay, I understand what they're going
Okay,
for
but
now.
the spooky medical thing is always like the top horror genre part that gets me.
it looked really good, and then I was extremely
I
disappointed.
think they made it look too cool in the trailers and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks rad.
That and they had these online like meditation things on their website where it was like listening to a man talking about water and how it flows through you and fills your life. Set to a background of like the girl slowly turning in the tank, or like the deer walking through the gym.
I hated it.
I've heard that movie described as empty aesthetic.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
It is hashtag.
Throwing your
Why
college
they always
education
gotta
in our
do our
faces.
boy Dane DeHaan wrong like that. Kid can't get a good movie. He
Chronicle
tries.
was pretty good.
What movie?
Chronicle.
I haven't seen it.
Is that the one with the superpowers?
This guy over
We
here.
had to watch that in psychology.
Dancing around like he's-
Unbreakable.
We didn't watch Unbreakable.
I forgot that I made a movie on Break.
Wait, yeah, we did. You and I had psychology together. I definitely remember watching
Did you
Unbreakable.
guys actually watch that in psychology?
I
Mhm.
don't
Really?
remember watching that in psychology.
Oh wait, just because of Crazy Man?
I don't know. I don't know what their teacher
I-
was thinking.
I don't remember the
It
connection,
was just
but
Mr. Bates.
there were a lot of movies that we watched that had a very thin connection to what we were actually
I
talking
think
about.
Mr. Bates just didn't want to teach you guys. Like
Yeah.
on those days, he was like, you know what? I don't.
I
feel
mean,
like
I
teaching
learned a
today."
lot
Surprised
from his
Mr.
class.
Wilson didn't do that with us.
Did he not?
No, because every day he came in so
We
hopeful that
tried.
he could teach some kids some
Mr.
stuff,
Bates,
and then he
though,
just
like, it was literally a movie every week.
I never
Really?
had
But
Yeah.
That feels
he's
like such a waste.
He was gone before.
but
we got
he
in.
I still contend to this day that he's the teacher I had in high school that I learned the most from.
That's
I mean,
Mine's
really
still
hard to
Mr.
fail his
Engel.
class. Mr.
God
Engel is
damn
fine.
that man.
I never had Mr. Engel, and that's why I say Bates.
For those of you playing at home,
we are talking about our former high school teachers. And now, back to more incoherent bullshit.
Somebody did stuff like weird German hybrid and Spanglish and stuff, and they put it together for pretty much every Western language and combined them. And if you know any of the base languages, you can pretty much work your way through it and figure out what it means.
Do they just call it common?
It's essentially what it is. I don't know.
'Cause
They
that's
should
pretty
call
neat.
it that. Yeah.
It is kind of neat.
It's weird with your brain because you don't so much as read it as you just look at it and understand it.
Have you heard about like the Google earphones that can translate up to 40 languages in real time?
I
That's
want
super cool.
those.
I want
That
those
is
too.
that is so cool.
That's
sounds
like
like
science
me.
fiction stuff, and it's
Yeah.
Hashtag
But it's real.
technology.
Either way,
Collective
that's
set.
like science fiction stuff.
Yeah,
That's
I
awesome.
love that. I love Google
Science.
in general.
Tomorrow,
Me too.
today's
They do
science
some
fiction
crazy
becomes tomorrow's science fact.
I asked my Google Home
True.
if it worked for the government. And it said, I am not affiliated with any government agency. Your privacy is like, I didn't expect the book it read off to me, but apparently it gets asked that a lot.
Probably.
It's got a big old
That-
privacy statement.
Makes sense.
So I still entirely believe that those things like log what you ask for and compile it.
Yeah, that's how they learn.
Yeah.
I was gonna say they totally do that because then if you like, are we talking about the?
Like
What's her name?
Like Alexa.
Like
Alexa.
Alexa,
Yeah.
Google
Echo.
Home.
I was thinking of the what's her name? It's like a website that you go to and it's just like a face and then you like ask it something.
Cleverbot?
Cleverbot.
Yeah.
Like AI chatbot.
It has a
Yeah.
face now?
It's
Yeah.
always had like an unofficial face.
There's like a girl. I can't remember what they called her, but yeah, it was like that.
I know what you're talking about. I can't
Yeah.
remember the name either, though.
On the theme of what we're talking about now, what is like the favorite thing or things that you guys have learned this year? Like cool stuff that you didn't know before, or like big things that happened that you're like, that's pretty neat.
I would go first, but I feel like I would just destroy everybody's will to live.
Blow us out of the water, Shad.
Blow us away.
The more impressive yours is, the less we have to say.
That's
I
true.
mean, it's really not all that impressive. It's just what I've
Okay,
learned
well, you
throughout
better
this year.
fluff it
That's
up, boy.
fine.
Is it sad? Because I've
Depends on how you look at it.
Because I sorted my list into it is quote positive shit and negative Nancy, and I've got stuff to get to later.
Well, I'm gonna be bouncing in between those
Oh
two
yeah.
All
throughout
right.
the entire
I
night.
feel like you
Go
built
for
it up
it.
way too much for whatever.
Oh yeah, all I'm literally gonna say is all that I've learned is everybody sucks. Life is awful. And somehow I've been using this a lot recently when people ask me like, "Well, how was your semester? How you doing, Chad?" And I'll be like, "You know how sometimes dumpsters catch on fire? I'm that."
You told me that before. Oh
But yeah, that's what I've learned this year.
man, I could have told you that since my dad left. Ha cha cha.
The gas station line's getting shorter by the
Yeah.
days go.
Just getting milk.
One of these days he'll come back. With his own
He's waiting
season
for the
milk.
price to drop. He goes to like our gas station where it's like fucking $3 a gallon. He's just like, one of these days.
It's
That's a
real
big
easy.
old
You know what I
ripoff.
love? Everyone complains about it, but no one
And-
goes anywhere else.
Yeah, everyone
That store is
still
a
buys
million
it.
dollar store.
Convenience.
Hence convenience
Yeah.
store.
Because I mean,
$1 million.
Which I
if
mean,
you-
like-
if you want to travel somewhere else, you're gonna spend that much money in gas anyway, and your time is worth
I mean,
something. So.
Yeah. Or like so if you're gonna go farther, you might as well be getting more.
Yeah.
Like you might as well be like grocery list, tum tum.
The business is definitely doing the Lord's work because they're just like, convenience store, where else are you going to go, fatty? And then you walk in, it's like, yeah, our milk's fucking $6 a gallon. Where else are you going to go? You're going to
Crap, they
get up
doubled
and
since
drive
we've been
somewhere?
talking.
No. You're going to come down the street and you're going to get...
Milk is now $12 for half a gallon.
Yeah, they got mad listening to
We have
Shad talk bad about them, so they raised the
short-
price.
Who actually owns that? Because I would like
His
to
name
send
is
this to them.
Brian King, and he will not change prices.
Mr.
Nope.
King,
Why would he?
I would like you...
It's
First
a
Bring
off-
down those prices.
$1 million store. You're doing something right.
They're pretty much just
Exactly.
putting
I
out a
was
giant
actually
food
wanting
trough
to-
and selling you trough time.
Yeah.
buy in on this
Basically.
business. If we ever send this to him, I would like to become a major shareholder in his company, and
Do you
then
have money to become
boost-
a major shareholder?
Do you have the money to become a major shareholder? Does
He's got
he
like
even have
$6.
shares?
You know
He's
what?
a shareholder.
Moving
how much
right
does
along.
$20 get me?
Maybe like one share. If you're
I
lucky.
learned something cool this year.
Well,
Since
go
when is
shoot.
shareholders
If
like
you-
the same
Dylan's
price
turn.
as street
I
corners?
I want to say
Can you
something.
please stop trampling?
Was that
over
time that
other
you
people's
trampled over me
comments?
in Tristan's joke?
No,
Yeah.
I don't.
Oh, was that a joke?
Yeah, we were doing a bit.
Yeah, we're
We
kind
were
of
doing a bit.
doing a bit,
But
and
no,
then Dylan
please,
was just
whatever
like
you're gonna say,
put
it's
on his
way
his
cooler
freaking
than our
parachute
band.
pants and came waddling down the stairs. Like, you know what I've learned today? Let me tell you about all the things that I've learned.
At
Parachute
least
pants
Dylan's-
and an Urkel voice.
Dylan's
Yeah.
is relevant to what Aaron asked.
Oh, it's cool. No, tangents are good. I was
Please.
just trying to circle back around.
Dylan, hammer pants your way into this conversation.
First off,
We-
screw you.
we can't
Second,
touch this.
I just think the
I'm
coolest
not
thing I learned is I think
much is
it's
he paying?
the S drive that NASA. I don't know if they haven't actually designed it yet,
They diddled it.
but
Is that the thing that like they're making hyper like light speed possible? Or whatever?
yeah, they basically
that.
they proved that it's possible
Oh.
to.
Fair enough.
Travel at light speed.
Well, no, it's a thrust system that requires no fuel besides electricity. It runs off of electricity and just
Oh, you mean M drives?
yeah, that's it. I couldn't remember the name,
Neato?
but
They
they
bounce electromagnetic waves in a conical chamber.
and somehow
I'm
it
gonna pretend like I know what that
Breaks one
means.
of the Newton laws of physics.
yeah, it broke a law of physics, and they're still not 100% sure how it works.
Newton,
well,
You
you
just know that it
that's
does.
awesome.
And
Well,
I
could
thought
make-
that was
Could
really
make
neat.
a trip from Earth to Mars in 90 days.
Really? That's
Yeah.
a lot better than the 3 months we've
Yep,
got.
and it doesn't.
Mhm.
You don't have to carry like a couple 100,000 pounds of rocket fuel.
Isn't 3 months 90 days?
It is.
Oops. So it's about the same time. Actually.
It's a lot better.
Okay, what if the months are February? All of them.
All of them.
It's always February in space.
I mean,
I can't
Sounds like
argue
a
with
sci-fi
that.
ripoff of It's
I've
Always
never-
Sunny
never,
in
I've never
Philadelphia.
been to space, so you can't really contest that
Oh
idea.
boy,
Why
balls
would
exposed on stream.
Why Why would space?
Should never take things for granted.
Yeah. Why would space?
Just why
Let's
space?
not even.
Why
Am
not
I right?
Zoidberg? I actually read a thing or two saying that like we're adding way too much space junk into the Earth's orbit. That like if we don't deal with that soon, we might wall ourselves in and essentially render satellites not usable for a couple of generations.
Yeah.
Like
Space garbage.
Like you remember Wally?
Dude.
We're Wally-ing ourselves.
Maybe that's what happened in the Dark Ages.
Oh,
I'm
remember
down.
that book?
Non-stop party.
Existence by David Brin.
Yeah, with like
With the-
weird
with the s-
with
the
dolphins.
space- It had dolphins at the end. That was weird.
Telekinetic
Uh,
dolphins.
But
Set up a
they
sequel.
had a space garbage man who was pulling crap out of orbit
Like
and tossing
Wall-E.
it down so it would burn up in the atmosphere,
Like
so that people could launch things again.
I think going
I
Was
say
were
we
they trying to do
volunteer
stuff in
Willem
space
Dafoe.
I thought they were just
to
stealing
scare the
fire
trash
from
away
I think I'm on it.
with his face.
It's
And
me,
all-
Green
Goblin.
all of the trash just flees instantly.
That's why Willem Dafoe's never been in a bad movie because he just scares the trash away.
You know how
Yeah.
when you
He
light
goes,
a candle
"That
in the
makes
darkness and all the darkness goes away? That's what it would be like if
Willem
you
Dafoe-
showed Willem Dafoe to trash.
Because every movie that he's in, no matter what character he's talking
Solid
to, he
gold.
goes, Peter.
Peter,
me, Green Goblin.
Green Goblin.
Peter, don't tell Harry.
Put me back in the dumpster.
I can't think of anything interesting that I've learned. I feel like there's one big thing I'm missing that I have learned, but
Is it me?
no, it obviously wasn't important.
That
So it was
sounds like
Tristan.
me.
Yeah.
I mean, I learned that it'd be possible for me to like live in a country that is not my native language. Like
That's good.
spend
That is-
2 weeks out of the country and I can.
Immersion's the best way to learn.
That's a fact, friendo.
Mm-hmm.
Like to go traveling. Travel the world.
Speaking of, what's your favorite memories of this year?
Learning
Yeah.
that Louis C.K. likes to yerk it a lot.
Hell
See,
yeah.
you know, the thing with that was, a lot of the people who claimed that he just invited them into a hotel room, they had like been having sex, and then he was like, "Do you want to watch me jerk off?" And they were like, "Sure."
I still hold that out of even if it weren't for that backstory and like the context, I would still hold that I don't put him in the same category as like people like like George Takei, people who actually molested people because he did ask. They may not have thought he was serious, but he asked and they said yes. If some dude comes up to you and is like, "Hey, can I yerk it in front of you?" and you're like, "Sure,"
You
like,
say no.
I mean,
if you say yes, you have to at least accept the slight possibility that he might in fact do it, and it's only your fault.
It's all a learning experience, really. I mean,
I agree with both.
I don't
of
want to
them.
go. I don't go. It's strokes.
Stroke.
Hey, stroke. Anyway, I don't want to go out throughout life without
like the
all
visual.
experiences. So I mean,
So you want to have
If the
Louis
party-
C.K. If Louis C.K. is like, dude, can I masturbate in front of you? I'd be like, hell yeah.
listen,
You know
man,
what?
if
If
the
it was-
party train comes my way, I'm not gonna turn the switch and send it the other direction.
No, what you do is you grab the
You're
rail
an idiot.
switcher and you just wiggle it back and forth a lot to go back and forth between the rails.
Maybe you should.
That's
Yeah,
what Louis
Louis
C.K.'s doing.
CK, and he came up to me on the street and said, "Do you mind if I yerk in front of you?" I'd be
On the
like,
street?
"Anywhere,
Oh, okay.
anywhere."
Anywhere.
Like, this is
You
why I
mean on
carry
the
around my portable splash guard.
A
But
rain
no.
poncho.
We
I
could
don't-
turn this into a Dr. Seuss book. Like, anywhere, everywhere. In front of me, behind a tree.
I would
I don't
jerk
know.
it in a train. I would jerk it on a plane.
In the rain.
Let's
In a
write the
box.
book out,
In a
do
box.
the illustrations. I'll give it to the children's librarian and have her read it at the next story time.
Nice.
Excellent.
It'll
a
be
pop-up
about something
book.
else, like it'll be thinly veiled enough that kids will be like, "Oh,
So, like
It's just
every
a-
children's book.
it's just a story about giving soup to people."
Like the Giving Tree.
Clam
Our
chowder.
children's librarian, though, does have, like, an extremely inappropriate sense of humor. Sometimes it's
Really?
funny.
That
Are
is
you the children's
awesome.
Is this your way
librarian?
of telling us you got a different job at the library?
No.
So
But
speaking of celebrity misconduct, I'm just curious about everyone else's opinion on
No,
this.
I did not win the Oscar this year, unfortunately.
Maybe
Sorry.
next
I
year.
was holding out
Maybe
hope
next year.
for Hamlet Act 1, Scene 5. I thought we were gonna get it this year.
We'll get one. We'll get one.
You will.
win one for the Gipper.
Your time is coming. But no. Kevin Spacey coming out. Do you think it was a ploy,
Yeah.
or do you think he genuinely...
Likes
I think-
penis.
Well,
I mean-
I think that he was.
I don't think
he likes
anyone's...
penis
Okay,
regardless.
everyone
I was going to say, I don't think it's in
already-
question there, but...
Everyone was already pretty sure he was.
Yeah. Well, that's just he's weaponizing the closet, so to speak.
And it worked.
My
It
hero.
like polarized
Doesn't it
the
turn it
the
into
LGB community. Like half of them were like, yeah, you can't say he's a pedophile 'cause that makes us all look bad. And the other group were like, he's dumb for trying to use it. And furthermore, it got people talking about a different issue. So I guess in that sense, it
Yeah.
fixed the
I mean,
problem.
yeah.
And here we are, like a couple weeks later, and aside from us joking about it, no one cares anymore.
Yeah.
Bingo. I'm sure there's a couple people somewhere that care.
Maybe like,
admittedly, I still think Kevin Spacey's hilarious.
okay, I can separate what I think about
Oh,
the
yeah.
person and what I think about the like Tom Cruise. Like most of his acting,
He's
I
crazy.
really
I
really
want to
like
meet
his
him,
person.
goddammit.
Oh, me
He's,
too.
oh, he looks
There's
so
a-
fun.
there's
He's
a
going
list
to
of
induct
people.
you into his cult.
Ask him
Exactly.
if
I want
he's
you to
gay,
know that.
He'll love it.
There's a list of people
Oh,
that I
he
really
gets
want
so
to meet
mad.
just because I think they're crazy.
Tommy Wiseau.
Well, Tommy was so just because I think he's awesome. Like
I was
he-
going to say, I genuinely want to
He's
meet
just a
that
weird
man.
dude who goes around doing whatever he wants all the time. And
that is the
I can get
dream.
behind that.
Jim
The-
Carrey.
I don't
What I
know.
do now,
He is
and all I do,
crazy.
all I get out of it is a failing grade in college. Look at me now.
Back to the Tommy Wiseau thing. I don't know if any of you guys knew this, but like prior to him being in the room, he got in
Outside
this.
the room.
Yeah, he was outside the room. No,
Like
he got
Space.
he got in this
Space.
near fatal car crash, and like in the aftermath of dealing with that, he was like reevaluating his whole life, and he was like, you know, I've always wanted to be an actor, and so he took that near-death experience, and he's like, you know what? Screw what everybody else says. I'm gonna do what I always wanted to do, and that's why he made The Room.
I
And
don't
so-
even know if I can believe that because I don't
Well,
know.
I know
if Tommy
nothing
was-
about him.
Yeah.
Every
he's-
story he gives is contradictory to everything else he's ever said before.
Wait.
Does
but-
he send underwear to people?
Tag
does,
me
actually.
apart, Lisa.
That's a real thing.
That'd be fun.
He has his own underwear line.
Can we?
Like, you
But,
know,
like,
like, you know,
underwear
like-
is worn.
I'm looking it
No,
up.
no, like it's like you know it's just like Calvin Klein and be like Tommy Wiseau, and like if you order like stuff on.
See,
There
why
it
would I want
is.
someone else's name on my underwear? You know what I'm saying?
It's like
What
they
if they
hug-
get lost?
It's
They're
like-
gonna give them back to Calvin Klein.
Yeah, but like you'll be in them, and it's like you're getting hugged in the butt by that man for all of your day.
In other news, I made some really good brownies the other day. I used Alton Brown's recipe.
Who?
Alton Brown.
Who?
The guy who wrote Benny and the Jets.
That
I
narrows
don't know
it
who
down.
that is.
Thanks for that.
I love him.
He was
Alton
the guy
Brown.
who Good Eats. He also did the
Cutthroat Kitchen.
Cutthroat Kitchen. Yeah, he's like a big
Science.
Food Network guy.
Didn't he also
Oh, that guy.
sponsor Welch's grape juice?
Yeah.
I think
Tommy
so.
Wiseau, there it
Yeah.
is.
He did.
That's the stuff.
But he's got a bomb
Wow.
brownie recipe.
I like all
Who, Tommy Wiseau?
Dude,
No, Alton Brown.
on
Probably.
all of Tommy Wiseau's underwear, on the like where it would say like the name of it, it's just like yellow caution tape that around it says Tommy, and then in asterisks USA, and then Wiseau on the other side, and it wraps around the waistband.
Okay, well, I kind of want to get a pair now.
I really want
I feel like we all need to own at least one pair just because.
You have weird aspirations, Dylan.
I'm a simple man.
He's got big goals for 2018. At least he has a plan, Patrick.
Yeah, what's your plan for 2018?
Tell us your plan.
He wants group underwear. What do you got? Is it a better plan?
We
than
can
group
only
underwear?
go up from
Argue
here.
with that. I really can't.
Take
I
us
realized
down.
my goals for 2017, so I don't really have
What were
any
your
for
goals for 2017?
to get a new car and do better in school. And I got a new car, and now I'm an honor student.
Nice.
I do remember us talking about this last year on New Year's, and you and I both realized those goals, getting a car and doing better in school. So go us.
We did it.
I'm proud of you. And I'm proud of
you.
me.
I'm not as proud of me. I could be doing better, but
I've always been
This is better
garbage, and I've kind of middled my way through.
I got to that point in my life, but then I just slept for 14 hours a day to try and fight the sadness, and it didn't
Yeah.
work. It
No.
just made
I'm
me
pretty
more
sure
sad.
I'm pretty sure that's actually like the wrong one.
That's the worst thing to
tyranny
do.
of the
It is.
But you can't feel sadness if you're asleep.
That's
Yeah,
true.
You can.
Oh!
What's your plan for 2018, Shad? What you got going on?
Oh, there's nothing to it.
Yeah, you
Wouldn't
said.
be opposed.
Please
That's what I did last year. I had, like,
yourself.
Killed yourself?
on
You look
on
great.
Twitter, I put, I may look it up, but it was like we were here,
I'm gay.
and it was right after midnight. I was just like, whoa, it's 2017, and I'm around some good folks, and then lived longer than I originally thought. So hey, that's nice. And then we just kind of stayed the course. That's probably gonna be my plan for the rest of it.
I think I just want to make it to the 27 club. That's
You
all I
want to live
want.
to be 27?
And then die.
Yeah.
You know what you should do? Step 1, fill all your time with furious masturbation. Step 2,
Okay, I'm way ahead of you.
fill all the rest of your time with sleep, like Patrick. Step 3, profit. That's all there is
Somewhere
to
in
it.
there you have to get a red lighter because everyone in the 27 club died with a red lighter in their pocket, allegedly.
I don't know. That's kind of a deal breaker
Does
for
that
me.
count Kurt Cobain?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right on.
I
Except
was
he had
thinking about
shotgun
this
shells in his pocket.
the other day.
And a red
In his
lighter.
face.
No, he had the bullets in there.
I
No,
never,
the shell.
I never think
That's
about
what he
like
actually fired.
that far in the future because honestly, I'm just like I'll probably be dead by then. You know what I'm saying? Like people like, where do you see yourself in 10 years? I'm like,
Hopefully
like
dead.
odds are that I'm dead.
I wouldn't be surprised if I
get
don't
that.
make it to an old man. Like,
Yeah.
I don't see myself
I
as an
don't
old
like.
man.
I'm not gonna be 80.
I'm not going to
I
be
can
like
almost guarantee
the
that.
cute grandpa that whittles around making racist remarks and everybody's just like, oh, him.
Can't wait.
See,
till I'm
the
that
thing
old
is,
so
though,
I can
like,
do whatever I want. And people
Anytime I
won't
picture myself in the future like that,
So
I can't picture myself as like a cute old grandpa. I'm like that. I'm the old guy that never had kids, and so like I'm just kind of sad, and everybody else is sad for me, and I'm just like yelling racist remarks at the grass.
Does all of your guys' golden years have to involve shouting racist things?
mine doesn't. I actually kind of picture myself as like a Santa Claus figure who just hides his sadness by
Well, there you
making
go.
other people happy.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
way more lighthearted and ambitious than what
Okay,
I'm going
But
for.
do
like
we
your
not
plan.
know that Santa's racist? Discuss.
See, Patrick, I like your plan.
I guess
Except
we
instead
don't.
of hiding it by making other people happy, I want to just be really mean to people.
I do that now, and it works really well. But when I'm old,
Right.
people just leave me alone.
No,
until I
like
die.
you do like a Santa thing, and I'll be Krampus.
Okay, yeah.
It'll be like Simon and Garfunkel, but Santa and Krampus.
Funkle.
Krampus Funko.
Krampfunkel.
First that soul
We
singing
go around
Cramp
doing
Funkle.
blues music, and then like I walk up to someone like, here, take this can of peanuts, and they'll be like, okay, and then boom, it's snakes.
Or instead,
Snakes on a
Real
peanut.
snakes.
I saw that
Instead.
movie.
Yeah,
anthrax. Am I right?
that's what's in the snakes. They open the snakes. You know when someone gives you a snake, you gotta open it up to
Africanized
get the peanuts
bees.
inside.
But it's like a real snake, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you gotta open it up to
That's
get the
good.
peanuts inside.
One of my favorite comedians. Smile, you son of a bitch.
Shark Party.
So anyway.
Thus
I
ends
wanna
my
do that.
plans for 2018.
Man, we've got some dark shit planned. We don't have a year ahead planned, but we do have.
That's just kind of like
many-
I do have one plan for November 4th. It's been in the making for 3 years. It is called Patrick's Suicide Extravaganza.
Why you gonna kill yourself on Matthew McConaughey's birthday?
Because it's alright. He'll be pardoned by the Lord.
Don't ask
on
me
that
why I
day.
know
There's
that
like,
that's his birthday. I do.
like a
I'm not gonna
legitimate,
question it.
I figured.
like, it's saved in a lot of people's calendars as Patrick's mass suicide extravaganza. There's a lot of people.
Okay,
okay.
but you have to at least get married beforehand, so that way I can be the chair at your reception.
Okay,
You and Kirsten Dollar. Like, I was promised to be the chair.
that's true.
That's
When
an
I asked-
interesting promise.
Yeah, right? But when I asked
We
who
had a
was going to
very-
sit on me, they said, we'll see. So, really, it's pretty win-win for me.
He's been lying in wait for 5 years.
I've been practicing having my face sat upon.
By me.
It's pretty great.
I'm gonna throw him a curveball at the wedding and just make him like a rug or something. I don't know.
You
How often
promised
do
a
you
chair.
lick rugs?
You can be a chair at the honeymoon.
I'm not.
Ew.
I'm intrigued.
Think
Okay.
of
Oh,
it.
how I would love to be a chair on the wall.
I'm sickened but curious.
Frightened, but aroused.
Aren't we all?
Do you have a boner? I've never been slapped before.
I can't help it. I love that so much. That made me so, like, I was
I
just
love
like...
the instant lean over.
Yeah.
You could just tell because you
Also, like, when
Do
they
that
asked her to
again.
do it again, yeah. Like,
I thought he was
He
doing
went-
a bit,
the
but
ch-
no, he was legitimate.
I was gonna say,
I mean,
I
he
feel
was
like-
doing a bit.
I feel like it happened the first time, and he was just like, "Oh," and he like.
This
started.
conversation continued for the next 4 hours. Yes, we are that dumb.
if I got
Okay,
slapped...
let's just kink shame. You know,
No,
why
no.
not?
If I got
no,
slapped,
dude,
I
it's
would be
2018,
into it.
dude. We're leaving that.
Nope, still at it. Well, let's just skip ahead.
I might be small penis.
Small penis.
Okay, we have that on recording.
I said might.
You'll
I can
never
cut out
know.
my- I.
I'd be small penis.
And I'm
Have
sure
to.
at some. You just said have.
I be small penised. See, Tristan, I said I would do it and I did it.
I have.
Just cut it together.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all it takes.
But not like good. Still like I have be small penis.
Well, you've got Patrick saying it. So
Okay,
you've got two of
don't
us.
act like this is the dumbest thing you've ever heard and or done.
Shad, can you say
No, I'm
something
just thinking.
incriminating?
I'm just thinking of the joys it
Shad's
would be
like-
to be a straight white man. I'm sorry I don't live in your world, Patrick.
As a fat black woman.
Yeah.
For you, that's you, Patrick. For you listen at home talking, I'm giving epithets of Patrick. He's
That
dumbfounded.
sounds like a nice book title.
Epithets of Patrick?
Yeah.
But oh, it's like a Victorian era thing.
So we're gonna call this epithets of Patrick.
We'll call this Ode to Patrick.
Oh, duh, Patrick or ode to Patrick?
No, Ode to Patrick.
I like
Oh,
ode to
duh,
Patrick.
Patrick.
Latex now.
Letitch now.
4 ads for 400, Alex.
All right, Trebek.
Okay.
Let me see latex now.
Or we
big
call
hat.
this Patrick Pate.
It's funny. Patty
Yeah.
pate.
I don't like pate.
You don't want
I don't
Patrick
like
paste?
Oh my
The
gosh.
word.
Let
You
Patrick-
don't
Oh
like
my
paste?
God.
How do you brush
I
your
don't
teeth?
like-
Let Patrick put his paste in your
I don't
mouth.
like,
Without your
liver paste.
Braunschweiger.
Okay, I do actually like liver. Liver tastes good. Maybe not in a paste form. Like, can I have it not pre-chewed? Think about this.
For most of my food, not pre-chewed.
Not most.
Pre-blessed.
Pre-blessed.
I said most.
I know. I'm saying I want only some of my food not pre-chewed.
Nice rhyme.
Only a few. Leave the good corn
But
alone.
think about this $1 million idea. Squeeze ham.
Oh.
Ew.
No. Let's hear him out.
It's ham pate, but let's.
No.
I figured it was a
Let's
toothpaste.
not.
But let's make it
Like,
cheap and put it in a can.
Start your
No,
day
no,
out
no.
right, bro.
Like
it's
spray
in a
cheese.
toothpaste tube.
There you go.
Squeeze ham.
Okay.
But it's not
But-
toothpaste. It's just
Here
like
we go.
No.
It's
It's
slogan.
not like we put it in its own tube. It's like we just put it in used, unclean toothpaste
Yeah.
tubes, and it
That
still
way
has that minty aftertaste.
Yes.
There you
well, if
go.
do
That's
that,
what keeps the ham
You don't even
fresh.
have to brush your teeth afterwards.
It's a win-win-win.
And our whole slogan is just squeeze ham. It's squeeze ham.
Squeeze ham, Tammy, squeeze.
Wait,
Then-
shut off the
It's even
stream.
better.
Shut off the stream. We're gonna lose this $1 billion idea.
Copyrighted. Shad's a registered notary.
You know, that's like $5,000
What?
to become a notary.
To become a notary?
Yeah,
Do you get
like-
paid for it?
I don't
When
know.
you do notary work,
But it's like
Do
it's
you?
a public
Do you get
service
paid?
fee
Yeah.
thing. It's like $5,000
goods
at
can
least
be
in
exchanged
Indiana,
for
I think.
goods or services, and notary work is a service.
Yeah, he got
Therefore,
it
you
right.
Can change it.
I thought it was good.
goods can be exchanged for goods and services. You got
Oh no, now
You got
I'm
it,
a
Dice.
fool.
It
I'm
is
a
you
fool
who
in
have
man's
the omelet
clothing.
on
I
your
misquoted a
face.
Simpsons quote. Now I look like a fool.
I'm a
Yeah, really.
sheep in
You scraped the
man's-
bottom of the barrel and you fucked it up.
Yeah, I know.
The Simpsons is a classic American television show, and it is a cornerstone of our pop culture zeitgeist.
Tell me
And you
more.
fucked it up.
What's
Oh, man.
happening?
How is what
Mr.
you said
Word of the
relevant to
Day
what he did?
Zeitgeist
I
over
was say
there.
he used his word of the day calendar. Looked it up and was like zeitgeist. Don't know what that means, but I'm gonna throw it in anyway.
Aaron, you
What is
speak
this
German.
for?
What is a zeitgeist?
It's where they
It's a
Time.
It's a
wasn't
spirit
sure how
of the
dark
time.
we wanted to go
Yeah.
here. It was gonna get pretty dark. It was gonna go to a very anti-Semitic place.
Oh,
So I
no.
stopped talking.
It's
I
probably
really
for the
appreciate
best.
you.
It was gonna get playfully anti-Semitic.
Why?
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 Why'd you stop?
Okay, no. That's
All
not why I
right,
said
now
that.
let's.
Why do we always have to revert to Holocaust?
Aaron, do you have something else on your list that we can
I've got-
talk
Why do you
about?
not
People have
wanna
been
revert to
persecuting
Holocaust?
What
Jews
is
for a
this
lot
for?
longer than Germany
Do you want
has.
to talk about sadness?
Bible
yeah,
frowns
it's
upon
just
that.
for the whole.
I never said that was right. I just said that they did.
What do they do?
I said people. He said, "Why do we always have to revert to Holocaust jokes?" And I said, "I wasn't even going there." I was like, "People have been persecuting the Jews for a whole lot longer than Germany has."
Yeah.
And he was
Germany was just really good at it.
They
we
wanted
always
to be the
focus on
best,
the
and goddamn it, they did it.
Stalin
he-
killed 22 million of his own people.
Actually, with a lot of like Russian documents becoming declassified, those numbers are actually pretty like harshly inflated. Probably closer to like 10 to 15.
Still more
Oh,
than
no.
But
Hitler.
still a lot.
Oh no.
Still way more than Hitler.
Mao, Chinese dictator,
Mao
did
Zedong.
more than
Yeah.
Not as
Solid,
much as
yeah.
you think, but still not as much as you'd like.
yeah.
Honestly,
That's
when you,
all-
That was good.
when you hit that first
Da-da-da-da-da.
million, that's when I start to have a problem.
You do
Like,
that,
okay,
you
you've
get a
killed
free Big
one
Mac.
too many people.
I think about the time you start getting to 100, that's when I start to like.
No, I'm still impressed.
I'm like,
But-
let's put the brakes on
Let's
this.
be
Put
Like
the
real.
after a
brakes.
while, it's old hat.
Let's
Like,
be real.
okay,
Any
congrats, you killed your
one
millionth
followed by
person.
zeros is impressive. It's a milestone.
10?
That's a milestone.
You know what? Yeah. I
You know what they say? You always remember your first
And your 10th.
and your 100th.
Yeah, the
Never your
faces
1000th.
haunt me at night.
So when you start getting
You know, sometimes if you let it go too long, your body does it for you.
you go to sleep and you're like, you're gonna go killing again. What is this sticky substance? Oh, yeah, it's blood.
You wake up in the
Oh, I thought it was
morning-
gonna be maple syrup because I take routine trips to the refrigerator during the night. If you didn't know.
You wake
That's
up in the
why I'm
morning and
fat.
your wife's like,
It's
"Oh
actually
man, now I have to change the sheets and move and bury a corpse."
You know, if your wife's just that nonchalant and ready to help you,
Then
how to buy
you
it,
definitely
think I
married
got
the
it.
right
You married
You
person.
married the
the
right
right-
person, yeah.
Oh no, you done killed again. What are we gonna do about
Okay,
this?
but now she's Minnesota, and I will never marry someone
Oh,
from Minnesota.
Minnesota.
That felt, I don't know if that's a
That
milestone. That
felt,
felt good.
Like a weird mix-up between Irish and whatever Shad was trying to do.
That's what I felt.
That look, I love that look so much.
I want to get that frame. Like, I want to take a picture of that and get it framed.
That
It's
look.
kind of narcissistic.
I mean, have you met me?
Oh, that's fair.
No.
My actual goals for 2018 is to work as hard as I can to become what I talk myself. I'm the best, and then
So, yeah, when
then I
say
can
stuff
be
like
the
that,
best and be the best at
I
the
just
same time.
do that while I'm saying
Shad,
it.
I would believe that if you didn't willingly stick with that lesbian haircut all the time.
What's wrong with his hair?
I'm the best.
I just like making
Everybody
fun of his
loves
lesbian
lesbians,
haircut.
dude.
You know how many compliments
Yeah.
I
I
get
keep
from
following
middle-aged
him
women
on
when I worked
Hey.
at Kroger? They'd be like, "You have some goddamn beautiful hair, young boy."
Who would have said that?
Young
to you? I
boy.
don't believe that anyone has said that.
Okay, but honestly, like I don't see a lot of like
No, Shad posts about it every time on Twitter. He
like
keeps
I do.
like a number. Like
I have a check. Like the last time that I updated like the ma'am counter, it was at 7. It's gone up to 10 in my 6 months.
I
that I've
got it.
been
I
there.
got it once in the whole summer, and then like that was just because I was like bent over.
And your whale tail was showing.
Keep going.
Yes. nope. That was it.
no,
Damn it.
but
I
like
thought he was gonna describe
there's
it.
not a
Mine
lot of
detail.
people our age that can pull like not a lot of guys our age that can pull off long hair, but Shad's actually looks okay.
Yeah, it does look good.
Just
I just
your
like.
hair, not your face. But
I just like giving
Well,
you crap.
Aaron-
Shad.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
at
really.
the expense of you and I.
Oh.
2018.
it's not
starting out
weird.
wrong.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're garbage.
Okay, Jody sent me a thing the
okay.
other day. I
There
don't know
we
why
go.
she was watching iCarly, but
We're
she
back.
sent me a picture and she was like, "When did you become Spencer from iCarly?" Because the picture it looked like me. And I was like, "Well, I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing."
You're not Spencer until you set a drum set on fire just by sitting at it.
I wish I would just fire.
Why does this keep happening?
Or until you find an ostrich that thinks you're a lady.
I think I've
just-
been there before, actually.
I think most ostriches.
It's a story for
ostriches
another
Isn't
find
that why
out.
Jody's dating you?
She's not an ostrich. She's
I-
like,
As far as you
She's
know.
like-
Oh, I'm
Awesome.
sorry.
She's
Maybe
a
she works
cyborg.
a
She
human.
plays dead and smells bad.
and she hisses when you get too close.
Is
That's-
lady love.
I used to call her a raccoon until she decided that she liked raccoons, so I switched to possums because she doesn't like them.
Possums are adorable.
But they're s-
Raccoons.
Raccoons.
I love raccoons
I
because they're
didn't
so cute.
realize we moved to Sweden.
You know, the Latin name for raccoon just means it's like wash before dog or something, because like they look like little dogs and they tend to wash their face.
Yeah, you guys have seen
Yeah,
Rick and
cotton
Morty.
candy.
God damn it.
Yeah, Shad.
Shad, I knew what you were talking about before you said words.
It is 2 a.m. into the new year, and we are already garbage to each other.
I don't know why we have to be this mean to each other.
It's
I feel-
not even two.
No, I
Honestly,
enjoy
if we
that.
built each other up too much, though, we just
We're
get.
all vaguely narcissistic. So
Yeah.
we need everyone else to like keep us.
That's my
keep us
favorite
humble.
reaction that we all do, where somebody says something, we're just like, oh yeah, that.
So like, if we actually like built each other up, it would just be a straight up circle jerk, and everyone would hate us, and I would hate us.
They already do hate us. Are you
That's
kidding
true.
me?
I was gonna say nobody can hate me more than I hate myself.
Bet.
Check.
Also, I'm sorry that
You want some of
99%
that
of the
orange
things I
soda?
talk about are sad. Just.
Patrick, if we were gonna be
I'm
put off
not.
by you being a
Stop being
sad
sad.
sack, we would have stopped talking to you long ago.
You're gonna
know,
dump
I know.
that?
That's what I'm talking
You're
about.
gonna
Like
dump that.
in general, as like just a qualifier. I'm sorry. 99%. Why do you keep waiting for me to drop it?
It'd be hilarious.
And seriously, when you first started
Hilarious.
pouring it,
I
I
have
thought it was gonna
hiccups.
miss, and you were gonna go like that.
Oh.
It was that close to the corner. I got super scared.
That would have been wonderful.
But that one says Patricia.
Damn it, Dylan.
I got it from the wash stack over there. I didn't look at the name.
Always
Sorry,
wash
you
your
did.
stack.
You know
Always
it.
stack your watch.
Unless it's a stack of books, in which case you'll ruin it. So don't do that.
Dust it. Chinchillas take dust baths.
Bop it.
Me too.
We
Twist it.
people at the library like dust the
Yerk
shelves
it.
every day.
Diddle it.
Bop it.
Can we? I already made that joke.
Oh.
We need to make a new Bop It toy. Where it's just like Bop it, twist it, yerk it.
Sex toy.
It
Sexy
probably
pocket.
already exists.
Oh,
It's
I'm-
probably just like a 4.
There's only
Porn
three. There's only
dildo.
the 3 options, and then once you do it, maybe 5 to 7 times, then it's just like finish, and then it shuts itself off, and that's when you're supposed to be done.
It's
If it's
It's
After
really
its
it's supposed to help you build your endurance. You
But
can
if it's
there's
got, like,
3
a
different
factory
settings,
defect
and
and
it,
it's premature. It's like bop it, done. It's like, well, that was unsatisfying.
the poor schmuck that gets stuck. He's premature, and so is his Bop It toy. So he's
It's a
just
match
like,
made in heaven.
oh.
No, it gets really bad when like you get it and you're like, hey, bop it, you want to play? And it's like, I'm tired, I got a headache, I've had a long day at work, and then it rolls over and goes to
I've got an
sleep.
early morning tomorrow.
Bop it.
Thanks for saving me on that one, Tristan.
And
Yeah.
What else did I find disappointing this year?
What else did you find disappointing?
Oh, I gained weight. Holy shoot, did I gain weight?
Same.
I gained almost every pound back that I lost in high school.
I gained, you are carrying it better. Like, I haven't
Yeah, I'm
noticed
not
it.
as fat, but like I still gained weight.
Me too.
This is
all
the
that
heaviest.
muscle.
This is the heaviest
gained
I've been in my
5.
whole life, and I hate it.
gained
5?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were just gonna be like, I gained 5.
No, like
5
5
what?
pounds.
It's just like 12.
Cows?
I gained 60 pounds since I've left high school.
Right on.
It's not good.
Remember that
I've
time
gained
that I
50,
said
so
that like
yeah,
at the beginning
I
of
get it.
last year I just started middling my way through? I've done the same thing with every aspect of my life. I have not gained weight since I graduated high school,
I mean, I still sit around 165, 170.
and I do nothing.
You make me feel fat.
I'm just
I am like a
Man,
solid
it'll
60
happen.
I
pounds
feel
more
like
than
a
you.
faggot.
I'm just a leaner
Anyway.
guy.
For the first year, I didn't gain anything, and then in like the last couple of years, I gained 60 pounds.
It's your
Like,
meaty thighs, Aaron.
God
I hold
damn,
on
it's
my
your
gut,
meaty
I think.
thighs.
also,
It's
the
your
butt.
thighs, man.
I mean, you
Your
could,
thighs are
you could have my
glorious.
freaky body type in the sense that, like, my hips are actually wider than my ribs, so I look like a freak.
I made a joke
That's
about
not the
my
only reason.
Hourglass.
weirdly effeminate hips the other day at the library, and
Women
all
would
of
kill for that, Tristan.
all
Doctors
of
hate
them.
Leonard looks like a chode with one easy step.
Well, most people hate
So
you.
you had a
Aw.
bad day.
I like
Look like a
Tristan.
chode with one easy step, and you click on the link, and it's just a page that says "Look like a chode."
That's it.
How to draw an owl, draw a circle, draw the rest of the owl.
Those are good.
What else did you find disappointing, Lewis? Why are you sad? Let me
His
be
counseling's
sad,
too
too.
expensive, so here we are.
Yeah.
At
you
the
know what?
old.
No, the thing is, like, I've been to
Family
counseling,
table.
and
Only
you're
thing
just
that will
like,
make us better is a bottle of rum.
like,
Another
I've,
day, another time.
It's probably good that I'm underage and can't drink because, goddamn, it would be a sad existence for me.
counseling took the edge off, but it didn't, like, make me better, you know what I'm
See,
saying?
I didn't enjoy counseling when I gave it a shot. Like, I couldn't deal with the guy because all I could think of was like, he only cares about me because it's his job.
My guy, like, genuinely, like, we had, it, like, some kind of relationship, you know what I'm saying?
I get that, like, I'm probably just a cynical son of a gun, but I couldn't get past that.
I get that.
That's fair.
And
I
that's
understand
like
that.
that's how I looked at it the first time I went, but then I went back to the same person, and we, like, the way he would do it is he would tell you stories about his past and his personal life and stuff like that, and we would relate that way, which is why I liked going to him. Fun fact, your sister and I went to the same guy.
I've never been. Should go. I should, but I won't.
That's kind of where I've been. I've been looking into it lately.
My
Like
parents
finding
sent me
somebody.
when my family just went to shit because they thought it would cause a lot of problems, and then they found out that there were way more problems than they expected.
Looking back, I think the reason, like, I went at that time, like, why my parents wanted me to go, I think it was just, like, it was just a moody little piece of crap. Like, my 13th year of life was probably the worst year of my life, and then when I was done with, like, that year of my life, I was like, you know what, why am I being
That was
a chode?
probably when we hated each other.
Probably,
I-
like,
I
I was
was-
just a
I
really-
remember.
We all came together.
like, after that, I was like, why am I doing all this? I'm like, oh,
I
wait,
remember
there's no
coming
real
over
reason.
and Tristan just being himself, and I was like, wow, this kid is mouthy, and I'm surprised his parents don't beat him more often.
Don't worry, they did.
But
Yeah, they
now,
beat
They
him
never
plenty.
took.
But
Yeah.
now, like, obviously, everyone goes through that phase, though. Like,
He was the kid that, like, as they were beating him, they're just like, "Did you learn your lesson?" He was like, "That didn't hurt," and then
Feel
they
like a
go
big
back and they
man.
throw him through a window.
See, you would think he would be the
Eats
Claypool
glass.
to say those words, and yet I was the one that
I
actually
was
said
usually
those
smart enough
words.
to keep my mouth shut when things got bad.
I, on the other hand, was not, and it
parents
got me
very
beat
rarely
extra.
spanked me. And so I think I turned out all right, but I probably could have turned out better.
They stopped when
I think-
got a little bit older.
I think most people, though, like,
Oh yeah, everyone has room for
And
improvement.
they definitely got to a point when it was like, okay, if you want
Except
to talk
for
like
me,
an adult,
because
like,
I'm the
talk.
best.
You just
Chad,
want to hit him now?
Never
Should we
Yeah,
hit
stop
kind
him
of
right
being
now?
who you are.
Live on
Don't
stream.
worry.
Man gets
I
brutally
won't.
beaten.
Do we still have those old Magic decks I built out of all those old cards?
I think so, somewhere.
Maybe.
I kind of want to look through them.
I don't know.
I haven't seen them.
Get looking.
When did it become two?
Alrighty. Anyone want to wrap this puppy up? Put a bow on it. We're almost at an hour.
I'm having a good time.
Me too.
I feel like we should just sit and talk more often.
Quick closing thoughts of anything. Give me something to end on here.
My back
Tristan's
itches.
chode.
As
My head itches.
the
Is my
few
head
of
your
you
back?
I
that
think so.
follow my Twitter and Instagram accounts, whenever I make
Nintendo give me free stuff.
exactly whenever I make posts of just like my mental state decreasing, it's pretty true. But you know, I usually just say that to get a reaction.
Hey, well,
but, you
in
know.
times like this, I usually just remember that our ribs are cages because our hearts want to be set free.
Oh my god.
And there you have it. Everybody have a great 2018, better than mine will be.
Or don't. We're not cops.
Yeah.
Doodle-doo, doodle-doo, doom, 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 doom.